Hey, what's up, YouTubers? This is Mr. MegaManFan, and I've got a brand new package here shipped by Amazon Prime, and I have just one thing to say about it. Back in the 90s. I'm BoJack the horse. Yep, I got the complete set, all in one shot. I think Mr. Peanutbutter might actually be the closest to the actual character, although the Todd is pretty good as well. For those of you who've never watched this show, he was also Jesse Pinkman in Breaking Bad. And if you've never watched Breaking Bad, well then I simply don't know what to tell you. We've also got Diane, who apparently was opened before I even got her. There she is. And last but not least, Princess Carolyn, who has possibly the best answering machine ringtone of all time. It's a reference to Cats, the musical. BoJack is a genius show. It's insidiously funny. It's funny in a very evil way. Okay, so that was part one. I had to pause for a moment to get the box out to recycling before it was picked up. Part two is opening these all up because I didn't buy BoJack Horseman Pops to keep them in the box. Besides, some of these boxes got a little beat up in Amazon shipping. I don't know why that happens. It's completely random. Sometimes you get things that are just in perfect condition, and sometimes they're anything but. So there's Diane's husband, Mr. Peanutbutter, complete with shades on his head and his tongue sticking out. Other than the oversized head, which really wouldn't be comparable to the cartoon on Netflix, I think that's pretty darn close to the real Mr. Peanutbutter. I say real like he's a real person. Well, still real to me, damn it. Here he is with Diane. I don't know, there's some part of me that kind of hopes that BoJack and Diane end up together at the end of it all, because I know he was crushing on her big time. So it's not the best one out of the five, but it's good to have a Diane, and at least they kept the details like her hair and her shirt and her glasses, but the face is just a little too lacking in detail for my taste. And that's a very top-heavy figure, I might add. That one would easily tip over if you pushed it even a little bit. So, oh, recommendation, since I already said to watch the show. Watch the episode where Diane goes back to see her family for a funeral, and they're a bunch of loudmouth, beer-swilling a-holes, and she has a complete, total breakdown that is one of the funniest things that I have ever seen. Including when she tells them all off by using a line of profanity from one of BoJack's co-stars from his sitcom. There's Princess Carolyn, very successful Hollywood agent, very unsuccessful in her romantic life. She trades one for the other. She wants to be personally satisfied, but she'll take being ruthlessly successful at business if she can't get that. Todd is quite the interesting character. I've heard some people even say he is the first ace in a animated sitcom. I don't know if that's true or not, but since it's Pride Month, I thought I would mention it. But Todd's an interesting guy. He's also a lot smarter than he usually lets on to people. You'd think his life was partying and bumming off of BoJack, but he's actually got a lot going on. He even wrote a screenplay. But I don't want to give away too much if you haven't seen the show, BoJack Horseman. And that is one other thing, if I didn't already mention it, is the whole world of BoJack Horseman is populated by talking animals interacting with talking humans like that was a normal everyday thing. It's just an accepted part of their world that humans and animals are pretty much on the same level. Which adds to some of the comedy, because they make references to it being weird in ways that it's normal for them in the show, but for us the viewer it's like, what? So don't want to give away too much of that either, but check out BoJack Horseman. You know, he's just trying to make you understand that he's more horse than a man, or maybe he's more man than a horse. He's BoJack.